Here again with the Fenceman exclusive here on Top Rope TV. I'm here with, what's your name?
Mean Mark Mest.
Okay, now how did you get started training anyway?
Well, I've been in business 26 years,
Wow,
and my original trainer, Maniac Jimmy Dio, Jim Eschbach, he was getting rid of the ring, this ring actually. He was going to get out of the business, and my brother and I were 2 years in, and he wanted to know if we wanted to take over the wrestling school. And like we were only in 2 years, so like we didn't know a lot, but we figured, you know what, if he folds up, nobody near it can train.
Okay.
So we decided to take the adventure, and we've been training guys 24 years later.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, like, what kind of accomplishments have you had in the ring and all? And, like, what promotions have you wrestled for?
Promotion-wise, a lot of them. I've actually been backstage with Vince. I was an extra years ago
that's pretty cool.
for Monday Night Raw, Superstar Taping, and stuff like that.
Okay.
A lot of companies. I mean, there's probably 24 companies that I wrestled for up and down the East Coast. So I mean, I've held titles here and there. Tag titles, heavyweight titles. So I did a lot of traveling. So I mean, but there's so much. So it's just can't pinpoint one or two.
So you said you worked with Vince before?
Backstage, I was an extra. They brought us in back. It was late '95, and they always bring extra guys in. They were in the area. They were down in Dover, and then they were doing it. They were in Lehigh, so they did Monday Night Raw down in outside of Dover, and then they did back then it was Superstar tapings. It wasn't even SmackDown or anything like that. It was just regular Superstar taping. They did that in Lehigh, and we were backstage. Didn't get to wrestle. I mean, we got in the ring. They did a couple things to us, make sure everything was good. But we were never used. We were just back as extras, just in case that they needed us for something.
Yeah.
So.
But that's it's got to be an experience and all to be backstage with WWE and have that experience.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Like you don't really you go to indies and you see all these shows and you're like, oh, that's good, until you go somewhere like there and it's just like, I mean, hands down, it's hard to even describe. Unless you actually go in and actually see what the backstage and how it's all put up, you just have no idea.
So no, I've been following the indie circuit for quite some time, but I've been a wrestling fan all my life, watching WWE, and I could only imagine like taking it there. WWE is like the next level. That's how you made it.
Well, nowadays that's the level everybody wants to get to. I mean, well, NXT, then eventually WWE, but you got to realize like, it all starts here. We're at our my brother and I are wrestling school, the Dungeon Pro Wrestling Training Center. Right outside of Blandon, PA. And the thing is, you got to get in the ring and you got to train. That's what these guys were doing here tonight, busting their butts to get better. But see, the only thing is, 20 years ago, you needed that experience.
Yeah.
NXT, you don't always need that anymore. They're looking for guys at size. They're looking, people that are in great shape. So you really don't have to be a wrestler anymore. So times have changed.
Yeah. I know, like, because I see how some of the wrestlers in the ring bump anymore, and some of the wrestlers, just watching them bump is different than back in the day.
It's a different animal than it was 20 years ago. I mean, like I said, years ago, Vince wouldn't look at you unless you had 5 to 8 years experience. Because they needed you to be able to be in that ring and be able to do things. Now, you don't need any experience. You look good, you're in great shape, and if you have a look, they'll hire you. And they'll train you the way they want you to be trained. That's how it is anymore, really.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to add at all, or?
I don't know. I appreciate you have me on your show and everything. And anybody wants to train to be a wrestler, we're here at the Dungeon. We're here every Friday night, pretty much 8 p.m. to 11 o'clock. If you have any questions, we have a website. www.dungeonstrong.com. You can look up us on Facebook, Dungeon Strong. Look at us and contact us for more information if you want.
Cool, man.